guys, welcome back. We realized that the deckscaping project is going to be a couple of segments because there's quite a few little pieces that go into this whole deckscape that we're trying to accomplish. And one of those pieces is to make our own herb garden and to grow our own food. So that is what we're going to show you how to do today. It's part of the grand scheme, and it'll be a good time and fun. So if you don't think you can grow your own food, give yourself a chance, watch this video, and I think that you might try it. So join us today. So joining me today is my daughter Taylor, and we are going to get into the soil and do some plant therapy. Let's make a garden. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by filling this with soil, and what I did was I just picked these up at Lowe's. They're just a a basket that hangs. Got the little things in the back. It's got the coir shell. We're filling it with soil, and we're going to put these vegetables and fruits and herbs. We're going to do two separate ones. We're going to do one herb garden and one vegetable garden. So how are you guys doing today? Are you keeping it real? So one of the things that I realized while I was buying these fun little wire shelving units is that, people aren't very nice with their carts. People keep bumping into me. I don't know, it's not very fun. That part was not therapeutic. So one of the things that you're going to want to do when you are doing this project is you're going to want to put some water in here to add some it has to be thicker. The soil has to be thicker. So you're going to have to put some soil in there, number one. And then number two, you're going to want to add some water. So part of our adventure was to get some plants that we wanted to see growing on the deck. So we live in an area where there are lots of deer, and the deer tend to eat stuff like roses and hydrangeas and lilies and basically anything out in our yard. I've seen up to 20 deer in my yard before. So we want a garden and we want to be able to grow our own food. So in order to make that happen, we either have to have an enclosed area or we'd have to bring it up here on the deck so that obviously the deer can't get to it. So we thought we would start with the strawberries. So we picked up some strawberries. That's these guys. And I wanted to get the big ones. The kind that you buy in the grocery store, those are the kind that we wanted to grow. So those are the strawberries. And then I picked up some really cool red pepper. I think that this is like a variety of pepper. I don't think it's a red bell pepper. They called it a snack pepper. A snack-a-belle. Okay, we're gonna see how it turns out. Obviously, I'll post the outcome so that we can see the food that we actually grow. And then I picked up this guy, and this is basil. It smells amazing. And I don't know if you guys are a big fan of bruschetta, but this guy here makes it taste amazing. Fresh basil is the key to great bruschetta. So we've got tomatoes growing, and I'll get to those in a second. And the basil, so good. And I picked up some squash. This is, sorry, my bad. This is cucumber. They all look the same to me. So this is cucumber. So we're gonna grow some cucumber. The squash is these guys right here, I believe. Yeah, Crookneck heirloom squash. That's these guys. Super cool. I picked up a couple of these because I love squash and I like to fry up some vegetables. I like to do a little bit of shish kebab too with it. So we're going to see how this turns out. And just so you know, generally speaking, when you buy these little grow pots at the store, they usually tell you how many days it takes to grow a plant to maturity, and most of the ones I picked up said 32 days to grow to maturity. So I'm actually going to test that out in this project. 32 days from now we should have fruit or a vegetable. So we shall see. Now, obviously, herbs are a different story. We could use these herbs right now if we wanted to. So we picked up some cilantro. Let's see. They actually look very similar. This is cilantro. This is flat leaf parsley. Look how similar they look. They look almost exactly the same, don't they? So flat leaf parsley, cilantro. And then I picked up this super cool, this fell out, but this was in the bundle. This super cool bundle of these onion plants. So fun. Yeah, this one's big. I feel like this one's gonna reach maturity sooner because it came in this bunch. Yay! And then obviously some good old rosemary. And I did get red bell pepper. Oh, I already did this. You need the mint right there. Oh. And then, of course, some mint. Those summer drinks sometimes call for mint. You know, mint julep. Okay, so what we had to do was the soil comes dry. So when it comes out of the bag, it doesn't have any sticking factor. It's very loose. So we had to put water in the soil. So we put water in the soil, and now we're packing it onto the sides. Okay? So you kind of want to build like, an area to where you can easily plug these guys in. And just kind of a tip, when I put the water in, I made sure that I had some kind of fertilizer already in the water, because when you're growing herbs or when you're growing vegetables, you want to make sure that you provide the nutrients on the regular, because otherwise you're not going to be growing very good food. So you want to make sure that that is part of the equation. So the strawberry plants, we decided we're going to probably keep them in a separate pot, because we want to keep this just strictly vegetables. So we prearranged this before we plant it to try to figure out where we want things to go. So this one right here is one of our peppers, another pepper, and then these two are squash plants. So we're going to do peppers and squash in this one, and then you're probably going to want to keep the tags and stick them in the soil. That way you remember what's what. Okay, and then over here in my container, we're going to do parsley, we're going to do cilantro, we're going to do the rosemary, and we're going to do the mint and the basil, just like so. So that's the pre-plan, and now all we have to do is take them out of the pot and stick them in the soil and then top it off. So let's get to it. So hey guys, we finished up our herb garden and vegetable garden, and there are a couple of things that, I feel like maybe I should have thought of a little bit more before planting the larger vegetable, like a crookneck squash. We're probably going to have to take that out and put that in a separate container, because I'm kind of afraid that where we're going to put it on the deck, which I will show you in the next video, when we move forward on the rest of the deckscaping project, I'll show you where the herb garden and the vegetable garden landed. But as I was saying, when you're doing like a larger vegetable, you're going to want to give it a little bit of room to spread out.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a couple of other, grow your own type things that we're doing here in the household. One of them is this celery. It looks kind of gross in there, but as you can see, it grows out the top and the roots are kind of coming out of the bottom of it. We're gonna plant this in our outdoor deck herb garden or vegetable garden. And then this is really cool. My daughter was eating a tomato and then she planted the seeds from it, and this is what happened. Isn't that really awesome? So we're gonna have some tomatoes, and they came straight from the fridge. So we didn't even have to buy seeds because they were already in the tomato. Then we also have, we're taking a shot at some green onions too. So these are gonna go out there in the deck garden. And I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we are trying to grow an avocado. I think I see something going on there. I don't know, I'll keep you posted though. What else? My daughter's also growing an apple tree. What I wanted to show you is this garlic that we're growing. Pretty cool, huh? Check it out. I'll do this for you. It's not ready yet, but oh, it's really in there. Never mind. But this is garlic and this is garlic. And then there's some more green onions right here that we're propagating to plant outdoors. So thank you for joining me on this adventure of, our first step of our deckscaping project, which was the herb garden and the other pieces, the vegetables and the fruit, and try to grow our own food. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching my channel and hanging out with me, doing a little plant therapy, and just for your support. So guys, thank you for watching and joining us on the herb garden adventure today. Obviously this is B-roll. We ran out of time to finish the video that one day, and then we had some technical difficulties with storage space in the video camera. So yeah. But thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for your support. I can't wait to see you guys back here again for the next edition of the Deckscaping Project. So hit that subscribe button, please, and a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.